Now let's bring in a Rise correspondent Andy Omano, who is in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and now joins us for an update about the preparation for tomorrow's local government election across the South State. Andy, thank you for joining us today here on Newsday. It's a little bit rowdy where you are. Now, looking at tomorrow's LGA elections in Rivers State, how is it going to hold, if it will at all? Talk to us about this.
Okay, thank you so much, Aaron, for having us on here. How is the election going to hold? Is the election, that is the local government election in Rivers State, is it going to hold at all? It's a mixed grill, Aaron, I must say, but you just listen to the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara, speak there. That video was from very early this morning, between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. in front of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, where we are having this live crossing into the Arise live studio in Lagos. The governor has said the election will hold, and so who would say the election will not hold? Because he's the governor of the state, and he has said a court in Rivers State had given the nod that this election should hold, and the Nigerian police have also been asked to provide security. And you also heard him there say, well, if the Nigerian police refuses to provide security, as their body language seems to be suggesting, and going by the media release of yesterday by the Rivers State Police Public Relations Officer in the person of Grace Iringekoko, the Rivers State government is going to provide independent security in order to ensure that this election is holds tomorrow. So I think, Aaron, that is what is going to happen. But if you ask me direct question as to the mood of generality of the Rivers people, assuming Rivers people were 10, from our investigations, we've been on the streets for the past 1, 2, 3 days, and since this morning, if they are 10 in number, about 7.5 to 8 of them are saying, can this election hold so that the administration at the local government level, that is the closest to the grassroots, should be sworn into office for there to be development that the Rivers people so very much desire. But I must let you know, Aaron, quickly, that there is tension here. If you allow me to qualify it, it is political that many people are saying is not needed at this time of the state, because the state yearns for development. The state yearns for human capital development. The state yearns for more infrastructural development. So that's where we are. I'm in front of RISEC. RISEC is the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission on Aba Road, the popular Aba Road. That's the major road in Port Harcourt, Aba Port Harcourt Road. That is where we are now. And the body language does suggest that the elections will hold tomorrow. But there is political tension. Aaron.
Andy, this is Susan here. How are the people of Rivers State taking this development of the police command being cited to be removed from the process? How are people's reactions about that?
Well, it's been a barrage of, Susan, thank you so much. It's been a barrage of condemnation, if you ask me, because the people are saying, we've had opportunity to do a couple of interviews this morning about that development, and the people seem to be suggesting that the police should not take sides. The police should not take sides. The police should have obeyed the first court pronouncement. That is the High Court in Rivers State, where Justice IBC Igwe did instruct that the police should provide security for RISEC to be able to conduct tomorrow's local government election. So yesterday's press release by the police that is obeying the Federal High Court judgment in Abuja, to the contrary, the people are beginning to nurse the intention, the feeling that the police is taking side, that the police should ordinarily be apolitical. But we tried to reach the police public relations officer this morning, and what she said was there's likely going to be a presser later today by the police authorities, and it is not in our place to let us know why that decision was taken at all. Susan.
All right, Andy, how are the people responding to this? Because if the police at this moment in time we are not sure of where they stand. They should stand with the Nigerian people because their duty is to protect lives and property. Talk to us about this. How are the people reacting to the body language of the Nigeria Police Force in Rivers State?
Well, the people are saying whether the police want this election to hold or not, their body language just suggests that they would rather that this election hold. And many of them are yearning that it's been too long that there is no administration in that place. Aaron, don't forget that because of this lingering political crisis, when the immediate past crop of local government chairmen exited office, the caretaker chairmen who were sworn in by Governor Fubara were not allowed to access the 23 local government secretariats. As we speak, those secretariats are still cordoned off by men of the Nigerian police. But the people are saying enough of this unilateral decision by the Nigerian police. They want that new set of local government chairmen and councillors be elected and sworn into office. For the many that we spoke with this morning, they want the election to hold. As I speak with you, you have a different groups yearning, not yearning really, different groups who are clamoring that this election should hold. They are gyrating. They have told us behind camera that they are going to be here till tomorrow, that they are going to be here until these local government elections are tidied with. And what does that mean? They will be here till when RISIA conduct the election and when the results of the elections are announced. They have said that they want to do this because they want the third tier of government to get into full swing in terms of administration in Rivers State, because to them, what has happened between then and now seems to have impeded development at that all-important third tier of government that's very close to the grassroots, where a good chunk of the Rivers population resides. Aaron.
Andy, we're going to wrap it up in a few minutes, but I just wanted to ask you, is there anything else that we need to know before we do let you go?
Okay, Susan, yes. What we need to know is the fact that the People's Army, if I'm allowed to use that expression, that is what we have noticed since morning, because the people are coming in their numbers. They are coming from neighboring local government areas saying enough is enough. That one group of individuals, one individual cannot take the entire state's, take on the entire state. They want these local government elections to hold. And the pillars also is people are beginning to ask questions, because we are reporters on the streets, Susan. They are beginning to ask questions what the federal government is doing with this situation that is the way it is. So the people are jarred up for tomorrow's election. But what I cannot tell, Susan, is what will happen between now and tomorrow morning when the elections will kickstart. That's the situation from Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital.
All right, I want to say many thanks to you, Andy Omano, Rise correspondent there in Port Harcourt ahead of the local government elections tomorrow.